Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go, back. Rego.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. They run again with Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 18. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. The Seahawks at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action here on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Chase Young, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield, try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Warriors 17.
They'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Fields. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation, and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
They'll run with Gibson. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. A shotgun snap. Fields trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. And some room to roam now. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Back to throw. Completes it to Fant on the right side. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. 27-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Runs over him. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
It's a gain of 5.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
18 Randall, 18 Randall.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 27-yard line. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
19.
2nd and 6. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Panther 11. 65 yards. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On third down, here's Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 29, Fields. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Commanders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Come on.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, check that, street. Hey.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Cut back team.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. This is the tight end Fant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
7 Pirates.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Pick picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Fields on 1st down.
Escaping the pressure right. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Fields. He's got Brown on the out route complete.
Touchdown! De'Ami Brown, a 16-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
Sly on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score.
And now here is another interception.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And his throw here's incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Got a man, it's Tonyan.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington.
Robert Tonyan, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken success.
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Seahawks get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Sam Sloman now for the point after. And that'll cut the lead down to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Commanders take over first down 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. But they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
Gibson again.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus.
Able to connect with Dotson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the fourth.
They certainly are, and let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the score.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson,
40 yards.
And the Commanders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young.
Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
He hits his target, Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Frank's looking to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game film from the front.
Can't get away, and he's taken down.
Chase Young.
My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance.
Fourth down, Frank's going to throw for it.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
One play action. Fields.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
There you go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Now Franks.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Now his second down throw. Here's Franks.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Franks now. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get